Hey guys, it's the dude who talks and welcome to today's video. So last weekend I went to the Sophie Festival, which was held at the Breadshed in Manchester. I only went for the one day as it was a weekender, so I only went for the Saturday. So Sophie Festival is a festival that's held every year. It is dedicated to the memory of Sophie Lancaster, who was murdered just for her appearance. That also sparked the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, which is a charity which focuses on creating respect and understanding of other people's subcultures. So I went there on the Saturday. There was quite a few bands playing. Ohms were headlining, plus Chubby Thunderous and the Bad Cushmasters, plus many more. I missed the first two bands, which I think were called Brute Allies and Iron Rat, so sorry, I won't be talking about them, obviously. So let's get right into it and let's get cracking. I got in about 3 o'clock and I think I got in halfway through Sid 31 set. And watching just a few seconds of the set told me everything I needed to know about them. I literally felt like I was walking midway through a illegal rave. There was like a lot of pumping techno beats and there was like this guy screaming. It caused me to have flashbacks to my days at Jilly's. If you don't know what that is, it's like a nightclub that used to be in Manchester. It was like good for like the alternative metal heads. And I did spend a lot of weekends there, so, and they kind of had that kind of music as well, so yeah, to be honest, it wasn't my thing at first. I felt like I needed to be a bit more intoxicated to enjoy it. Nothing against the band themselves personally, but yeah, the audience seemed to have enjoyed it, so yeah, that's all that matters. Right, so the next band was called Dead Retinas, and I listened to a couple of their songs beforehand, and I didn't think they were bad. Live speaking, these guys were pretty decent. I think there was a couple of mixing issues with the sound. I think that sometimes the guitar sounded a little bit of a mess. But yeah, for me, it was like some good no-frills metal, and lead singer made an effort to connect with the audience by walking around the stage casually with leaving a microphone cable behind him. Honestly, I generally thought, you know that bit in Empire Strikes Back where the AT-ATs are and they like white cable around the legs so they'll fall down. I generally thought that was going to happen to a crowd member. Luckily it did not. Yeah, I didn't think it was mind-blowing per se, but yeah, it was pretty decent. Lead singer had a good sense of humour and was quite charismatic, so they had that going for them, so yeah, wasn't bad. So there was a dude that introduced each of the bands, which I thought was a nice touch. So the next band was called Sail. My first impressions of them were that they sounded a lot like Baroness, which is a good thing in my books. So yeah, their sound was very upbeat sludge. There was still some issues with the sound, but that's only a minor criticism and nothing to do with the band themselves, because I felt the songs packed a really good punch, especially the last one. I was gutted when they finished because I could have sworn it was just only 15 minutes, but they were like on for half an hour, so yeah, they made time fly. Yep. So Red Spectre didn't show up, which I was a little bit gutted about because I was listening to them earlier and I thought they were pretty decent. But anyway, it wasn't all doom and gloom. Grand Mal had a longer set, and I saw these guys earlier when they were supporting Mammoth Weed Wizard Bastard, and I was really impressed with them. So yeah, they're kind of like mixed classic rock with more like doom stoner riffs, and yeah, these guys were really good live. Lead singer did his impression of a zombie when he just fell to the floor and got back up like the undead. I thought that was quite funny. Yeah, the songs had this kind of like party doom vibe where you just want to have a beer and get drunk, but sadly I wasn't drinking them. But yeah, I would be having a lot of drinks to Grand Mal. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of a tangent, but the guy introducing the bands on said that he wants united three people in their hatred of Farnworth, which caused me to like him even more because, you know what, Farnworth is a shithole. come at me. But if you don't know what Farnworth is, it's a horrible place in Bolton. Anyway, you know what I liked even more though? The next band, who were called Tusker, and the moment they came on, boy, they were earth-shatteringly heavy. They definitely earned the title of loudest band of the day. What I also kept noting was how fast the guitarist was going, especially with his right hand. It was just like a marvel to watch. So if you're like a fan of Doom in the style of like Conan, but done with just two people, Tusker will be definitely right up your street. And what I did like was when they only had like a minute left, they just turned everything up right up to the max. And boy, it just like I wanted to imagine that there was just a crater left after they went off stage. Yes, they were fucking heavy. Alright, so the next band was called Beggar, and I was not expecting these guys to be this good. Honestly, I love the energy from these guys. It seemed like it was endless. They were like just smashing out hard as fuck riffs left, right and centre. I like the twin attack vocals from the guitarist and bassist. And just when I thought that sludge was getting a bit boring for me, these guys convinced me otherwise. And it wasn't just me as well. A whole lot of the crowd really enjoyed the sound. So yes, check out Beggar. Okay, so the next band was something a little bit different. They were called Cetraline. I really hope I pronounced that right. Unfortunately, kind of half the crowd that were there just fucked off somewhere else, and I think they were only playing to a handful of people at the front of the stage. That didn't mean they were bad. They weren't. Yeah, while the couple of bands beforehand were like kind of slower, more heavier, Cetraline were more faster. Best way to describe the sound for me would be something like Deftones mixed with a bit of like bands like Killswitch Engage. Definitely had a metalcore sound to them. Yeah, I felt they did very well to engage the audience, but while the songs were pretty decent, there were nothing to write home about. I thought wasn't enough to get me moving. I found them okay. There was definitely some talent there, but I just thought, yeah, they were just alright, really. They weren't really special or anything like that. But, yeah. Alright, so I haven't had a beer all day, so I thought, you know what, I've earned it. After being good for all day, so I thought I'd buy myself a beer, just in time for Chubby Thunderous and the Bad Cushmasters. And yeah, the whole stage was like drenched in dry ice, and they were ready to go. These guys definitely know how to deliver live. There was like a huge atmosphere to them, especially with the reverb, with his vocals, and especially with the riffs as well. Definitely some of the best in the stoner metal game, I think. And due to the dry ice, I'm pretty sure they set off their fire alarm, because when I went to the toilet, I could hear like, please evacuate the building, but no one did. No one did at all. But yeah, I was definitely impressed with Chubby Thunderous. They really knew how to get the crowd going as well. There was like a lot of people getting engaged, like dancing and shit like that, and headbanging. It was fucking awesome. Alright, so earlier, the bassist for Ohm's Cheney Rabbit came up to me and spoke to me, asked if I was doing a review, and I said, yeah, I am. And he said, oh yeah, well, we're going to play Extra Nice here, so I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, Ohms were about to come on. Sadly, quite a few people left, which understandably might just because it's been a long day. There was like bands on till about starting at 12, so yeah. But that didn't deter Ohms in the slightest. They pretty much played a lot of their latest album called Exist, and yeah, while they're primarily a post-metal band, I feel like they approach live is more akin to punk, as they sometimes they like to go sick, especially Cheney Rabbit. Towards the end, he literally jumped into the audience and went absolutely batshit, and also went onto the sound mixing desk, and I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, they also joked about being drunk and needing a lift to Kent as well, which, you know, I'd love to see someone actually take them up on that offer. But yeah, for me, Ohms are a pretty decent band, really good live, and I felt this performance was no different. So yeah, they definitely. Alright, so I only bought one thing, and it was this t-shirt for 10 quid, which was Chubby Thunderous and the Bad Cushmasters, and I thought this was a really cool t-shirt. They didn't have any large, but I was happy with a medium because I think I've lost a lot of weight, so yeah, and it was a tenner. I did have my heart set on the split that they did with 10 Foot Wizard, but no one knew the price, and I didn't want to be awkward and ask again, so yeah, but that's on the Big Cartel page, so I might just buy it from there. So yeah, that was me buying some. Alright, so that was me talking about the Saturday of Sophie Festival. Were you there? Please let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments section. And also please let me know if I missed out by not going the day after for this Sunday. I think there were some pretty decent bands there as well. So yeah, I'd like to know what I missed out on there. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, I've got a little bit of an announcement. Well, it's not a good one, but you know. I'm going to be taking a break from doing these videos for a while. I'm a bit exhausted from doing them, and to be honest, I need a bit of a break. So yeah, I will be back to do a video on the best albums of 2019. I'll probably be doing another one about the worst albums of 2019 as well. So yeah, so this is for all of you who've watched my videos, shared them, and have left a nice comment saying, you know, good work. So yeah, you guys are absolutely the best, and to be honest, this wouldn't be what it was without your help and support. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and this is for you. Cheers. Bye. Oh, still here. Alright, well the video's ended, but while you're still here, I'll just let you know there's videos to the left and right of me. So yeah, get watching if you want. Talk about cool shit like music and live stuff where I go to gigs, talk about Vinyl Hall and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, fill your boots.